Have you ever wondered why teaching manners and self-discipline to the younger generation is of utmost importance? Well, let's ponder on that for a moment. Manners are the unspoken rules of society. They're the oil that lubricates the machinery of human interaction. And self-discipline? It's the compass that guides us through life's turbulent seas, helping us make choices that lead to success and happiness. These two elements, manners and self-discipline, are fundamental building blocks in shaping a child's personality and future. They instill a sense of respect for others, foster a strong work ethic, and promote a steadfast willingness to say no when necessary. Over the course of this video, we'll delve into the role that grandparents can play in imparting these invaluable lessons, providing a guide for those eager to pass on their wisdom. Now, let's delve into the world of manners and self-discipline and explore how they can make or break a child's future. Grandparents have a unique role in teaching manners to their grandchildren. It's a responsibility that's more than just a duty. Indeed, it's an opportunity to shape a young mind, to instill values that will stand the test of time, and to impart wisdom that only comes with age and experience. To understand the profound influence grandparents can wield, consider this. Grandparents are often the ones who have the time and patience to teach the subtleties of manners. They are the ones who can explain why we say please and thank you, why we offer our seats to the elderly on a crowded bus, or why we hold the door open for the person behind us. They can demonstrate through their own actions the value of respect, politeness, kindness, and consideration for others. Think back to your own childhood. Can you recall a moment when your grandparent taught you a valuable lesson in manners? Perhaps it was a gentle reminder to chew with your mouth closed, or a firm nudge to write a thank you note to a friend who gifted you a book. These moments may seem insignificant in the grand scheme of life, but they are the building blocks of a well-mannered individual. Grandparents also serve as the living example of how manners and respect can pave the way for fruitful relationships and successful interactions. They embody the very essence of these values, having navigated life with them as their compass. Through stories and shared experiences, they can demonstrate how these values have helped them in their journey, giving their grandchildren a real-world example to learn from and emulate. Moreover, grandparents often have a unique bond with their grandchildren, one that is built on love, respect, and mutual admiration. This relationship can be a powerful tool in teaching manners. When a child looks up to their grandparent, they are more likely to adopt the values and behaviors that their grandparent holds dear. So as we see, the role of grandparents in teaching manners is crucial, and it's a legacy that keeps giving back. It's like planting a tree whose shade they might not sit in, but will provide comfort and shelter for generations to come. Self-discipline is not about curtailing freedom, but about teaching the art of self-control, and who better to teach it than the ones who have seen it all, the grandparents. Now let's dive into the heart of the matter. Self-discipline is the cornerstone of a well-rounded individual. It's the ability to control one's feelings and overcome one's weaknesses. It's about being able to pursue what one thinks is right, despite temptations to abandon it. Think back to your own childhood. You might recall a time when you wanted to eat an entire box of cookies, but your grandparent gently reminded you of the importance of moderation. That, my friends, was a lesson in self-discipline. As grandparents, you have a wealth of experience to share. Stories of your own trials and triumphs can serve as powerful teaching tools. Remember the time you had to forego immediate gratification to save for your first car? Or when you had to stay in and study while your friends were out having fun? Those experiences weren't just about sacrifice, they were about learning to control your impulses for a greater reward. Now let's talk about the importance of saying no. This is a concept that often gets misunderstood. Saying no isn't about being stubborn or difficult. It's about setting boundaries and knowing your limits. It's about understanding that you can't do everything for everyone. And that's okay. Teach your grandkids that it's okay to say no when they're feeling overwhelmed or when something goes against their values. Explain to them that saying no can be a form of self-respect and a way to develop self-discipline. Yes, these lessons might be challenging to teach, and yes, they might take time to sink in. But remember, as grandparents, you have the wisdom of years and the patience of saints. Remember, self-discipline is a virtue that takes time to develop, but once instilled, it's a lifelong companion. And you, dear grandparents, are the perfect guides on this journey to self-control and respect. As we come to the end of our discussion, let's summarize the key points we've covered today. The importance of teaching manners and self-discipline to young ones cannot be overstated. These are not just old-fashioned virtues, but essential life skills. Manners are the oil that lubricates the machinery of human interaction, making life smoother and more enjoyable for all. Self-discipline, on the other hand, is the master key to achievement, unlocking doors to personal growth and success. The role of grandparents in this process is pivotal. They bring a wealth of life experience and wisdom that can't be found in any book or online tutorial. They are the living embodiment of the virtues they teach, setting an example that children can emulate. Besides, there's something about the gentle guidance of a grandparent that makes learning manners and self-discipline more palatable to young minds. The impact of these lessons on a child's life is profound. A child who learns manners and self-discipline is better equipped for life's challenges. They are more likely to be respectful, responsible, and resilient. These virtues serve as their moral compass, guiding them through life's twists and turns. Teaching manners and self-discipline is not a one-off event, but a lifelong process. It requires patience, consistency, and a lot of love. It's about reinforcing good behavior, correcting mistakes, and modeling the right attitudes. It's about celebrating small victories and using setbacks as teaching moments. It's about being there for your grandchild, rain or shine, through thick and thin. And what could be more rewarding than seeing your grandchild grow into a respectful and disciplined individual? It's like planting a seed, nurturing it, and watching it grow into a mighty tree. It's about making a difference, one child at a time. In the end, it's about creating a legacy of respect, self-discipline, and good manners. And who better to carry forward this legacy than our younger generation, guided by the wisdom of their grandparents? If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.